Hello, Jim Sorrels. I'm a personal injury attorney. I've been an attorney handling civil cases for over 30, maybe 35 years now, and a personal injury attorney for over 25 years. And I've probably handled 1,000 cases of bodily injuries for clients over that time, and a lot of disputes with insurance companies. This topic is what I'm going to call the nuts and bolts of the typical injury claims process. It's not a bird's eye view, but now we're getting down to day-to-day operations and the importance of individual players. Now, first of all, you are typically going to be contacted by an adjuster, a representative of the insurance company for the person that did this to you. And the first order of business here is you have got to keep track of every conversation and communication you have with anybody from the insurance company that of the person that did this to you, and of your own insurance company if you happen to have the kinds of benefits in your auto policy that would be paying for your medical bills and lost income and so on along the way. Secondly, you're going to be drawn into the medical care system. And I've often thought, the best metaphor for what happens to people is that against your will, you're pulled into the rabbit's hole of the Alice in Wonderland story, or you're dropped into a pinball machine and somebody pulls back the plunger and sends you on your way. You're no longer in control of your life in some important respects. First of all, your doctor, whom you've trusted for some period of time, your primary care doctor, simply may not be capable of providing the services that you need. So you're going to be directed and sent to some other doctor, maybe a specialist like an orthopedic surgeon, maybe a physical therapist or a massage therapist. And all along the way, you're going to be meeting people whom you don't know, and some of these people have real personal hostility toward the process that you're counting on to eventually provide fair compensation to you. And one of the advantages of having a lawyer very experienced in the field in your corner from the very beginning is your skilled and experienced lawyer is going to have a list of some medical providers who really must be avoided because experience has shown they're hostile and negative to their own patient's case. So having advice along the way about personalities in the medical arts is mighty important. There also are going to be times when your attorney is going to need to gather information about you. Basically, the rule is going to be that your life becomes an open book. Again, it's almost as if you've been abducted by some stranger, and when you come to, you're in a strange new world where the rules are that for you to be treated properly, you're going to have to more or less open your life and allow the insurance company for the other party who did this to you to see basically your entire health history. Now don't get me wrong, it's not that you can't and your attorney won't try to put some boundaries on that, but for the most part, the insurance companies can simply say, fine, if you don't want to give us the information, that's fine, but we don't have to negotiate with you either. We don't have to come to you offering money. And that's true. Their only legal obligation is to the people that did it to you, to protect them against your claim. So you're forced to be in the position of having to meet their demands to disclose your medical information. If you have an income loss claim that you're making, disclose your income and work history. It's intrusive, and yet it can't be avoided. One of the rules of law that seems kind of strange is that you even though you are the victim, have a legal duty to make sure you take reasonable steps to get better, to get over your injuries. And all of this time, the insurance company, for the party that did it to you, can simply stand there and not offer one iota of assistance, but just kind of hoping that you'll step on as many banana peels as they've put out there for you to step on. And they're out there. They're out there. Mistakes to be made by people in your position. So the nuts and bolts of the process involve you making sure that you get good medical care. Try to avoid people in the medical system that may not have your best interest at heart, and that can involve people who are hostile to your case. That can involve people who are wanting, frankly, to take advantage of your case and get their finger in the pie to get a chunk of money out of any settlement that you might make. Again, you need a lawyer in your corner who knows what he or she is doing to help you avoid some of these pitfalls. And finally, when you get to the point where you're about ready to crawl out of the rabbit's hole and you feel like you're back to normal, that's when your lawyer is going to be able to gather all of this information and make some appropriate judgments about what would be fair compensation for you, and try to get it through the process of negotiations. We'll be happy to talk if you want to call us.